Everybody expects colleges to have mascots. The story I was always told was that Stanford became the Indians. The fellow who was emblematic of that was a fellow named Tim Williams. He was an elected leader of the Yurok Native American tribe.
Yeah, that's 1961, my freshman year. I'm really happy that Prince Lightfoot, Tim Williams, was a good friend. I met him when I first joined band, and he had been around dancing with the band since about 1951. I think Tim was very popular with the Stanford fans. There are still people who would like to bring back the Indian mascot and have a hard time understanding why it was politically incorrect to, I don't know, cartoonize somebody's culture like that.
In the mid-1970s, the university, responding to the Native American students, made the decision that Stanford was going to stop being the Indians. And that started a period of a year or so, as I recall, of sort of casting about for a replacement. And at one point there was a student body election. What are we going to have instead of Indian? The student vote was inconclusive. I think robber barons won, but the university vetoed robber barons. And so at the end of that little kerfuffle, at the end of that little political skirmishing, it was really left without any kind of a mascot. Brings us to big game 1975, and a group of people in the band decided, well, why don't we make fun of the whole idea and say that Stanford's new mascot ought to be the tree? So they decided that there would be a tree as a mascot, and there would be, maybe it would be a tree queen, and maybe there would be wood nymphs, and of course the rest is history.
I'm Danny. I'm a senior here. My band name is Perps. I think the tree in itself, obviously besides just being more badass, more of a rock star kind of than anyone else, is kind of a representation of band kind of across time. Certain traditions in band haven't survived. Some for the good, some for the worse. I think the tree is one thing that kind of is a special tradition that ideally, hopefully, will never be touched. It's the mascot of band. It's not the mascot of the school, but it's pretty cool because the whole school kind of accepts it as this representation of the school. They always are there to remind everyone you should be having a better time than you're having right now.
Basically what I think the tree does is it kind of, in terms of band, I think it just plays the role of just being a visual representation of band. It's basically just literally if you had to put band and the whole spirit of band into just an object, it would probably be best defined as the tree.
This past year, there hadn't been a girl tree for almost over a decade, and I figured I wanted to make it happen, and I did. My name's Nicoletta von Heidegger. I am a senior graduating 2013, and I am the Stanford tree. I don't know, I love representing Stanford in a fun way and like giving back in the crazy way that I know I can, and dancing. I love to dance. All the old trees do have some like overlapping characteristics of being outgoing and kind of fun and wild, but we're all also very different, and I think that's great too, because it's just, you want to be awesome in your own way, and I think it's really important to like show something new and fun and original that you can bring while still sort of holding out the tradition of being tree. Obviously, I never got to see the original Indian. I definitely, people still sometimes sport the Stanford Indian shirts when you go to reunions and things. But the tree, I think, much better represents Stanford. Obviously, the area we live in has gorgeous trees, and California is sort of known for, the redwoods and sequoias and things that we have. And it's also part of our, like, Stanford emblem since the creation. So I couldn't really see, like, a better fit for something that would be our mascot.